They say the streets never forget, but sometimes they forgive, unless you're 50 Cent. Because when you cross him, there are no second chances. And right now, Houston is the battlefield, and J. Prince is the man in his sights. From cryptic Instagram. Shots to public jabs, what started as a turf war has escalated into something far more dangerous. Rumors of extortion, accusations of setting rappers up, and a dice game gone horribly wrong. This isn't just hip-hop beef. It's war over who really runs the city of Houston. So how did we get here? And why is 50 Cent dead set on tearing down one of the most feared men in the rap industry? Let's break it down. The beef that's been brewing for years. J. Prince, founder of Rap-A-Lot Records, a man who carved out respect in Houston streets and built a reputation as a gatekeeper of Southern rap. But while some call him a legend, others call him something else, an extortionist in disguise. Then there's 50 Cent, the New York hustler turned mogul, a man who doesn't just call out power, he challenges it. And from the jump, he never played by the industry's unwritten rules. For years, tension simmered between the two. But things stayed relatively quiet, until 50 made a move that changed everything. His power move, relocating to Houston, in a now famous tweet, 50 Cent casually announced, "I love New York, but I live in Houston now." What sounded like a relocation was actually a declaration of war. It wasn't just about leaving New York's sky-high taxes, although he made it clear that the government had been taking a massive bite out of his business profits. No, 50 saw Houston as the next frontier, a hub for music, culture, and most importantly, opportunity. He wasn't just moving, he was staking a claim. And J. Prince? Well, let's just say he wasn't exactly rolling out the welcome mat. The check-in. Controversy. If you've been paying attention to hip-hop culture, you've heard of checking in. Supposedly a way for out-of-towners to show respect and get protection when visiting another city. But in Houston, many say it's something darker. According to multiple sources, J. Prince has turned checking in into a full-blown extortion racket. Artists who refuse, they get harassed, or worse, robbed. When 50 arrived in Houston, word is that J. Prince expected him to check in. But 50? He laughed. He's not the type to bend the knee. Instead, he doubled down, bringing his own security and making it crystal clear. "I'm not here to pay nobody. I'm here to build." And that's when the real drama began. J. Prince strikes back allegedly. J. Prince didn't take 50's disrespect lightly. Insiders claim that pressure started mounting behind the scenes. There were whispers of goons being sent to disrupt 50's business, threats behind closed doors, and calls made to keep him in line. But 50 Cent doesn't back down. He took to social media, not just mocking J. Prince, but daring him to try something. In one post, he even wrote, "If you got a problem with me, pull up. Don't send your little crew." What started as beef was quickly turning into all-out war. Does empire in the South while J. Prince was allegedly fuming, 50 was thriving. He launched a new branch of his G-Unit film and television company, and even announced plans for a $20 million film studio in Houston. He began forging ties with the Houston Rockets, Astros, and Texans. His liquor brands Branson Cognac and Le Chemin du Roi found new markets in the South. And more importantly, he gave back. FI's G-Unity Business Lab helped turn high school students into entrepreneurs. He hosted Thanksgiving turkey giveaways, donated hundreds of thousands of toys to local children, and even helped raise $6 million at a charity gala. By 2022, the mayor of Houston gave him a key to the city. He was named Grand Marshal of the Thanksgiving Day Parade. The city embraced him. Houston wasn't just where 50 lived, it was his new kingdom. But every king has enemies. J. Prince, the alleged kingpin of mob ties. Despite 50's rise, J. Prince's influence in Houston didn't vanish overnight. For years, J. Prince cultivated the image of a protector of the culture. He promoted his crew, Mob Ties, as a brotherhood, one that kept artists safe when they touched down in H-Town. But behind the scenes, the story was messier. Allegations began to mount that J. Prince was running an underground extortion network, forcing artists to pay tribute for their safety. If they didn't, their chains got snatched, hotel rooms got robbed, or worse. Some say it's not protection, it's a shakedown. NBA Youngboy. Get set up. NBA Youngboy was one of the first to speak out. After a robbery in Houston, robbers demanded a $30,000 ransom for his stolen items. But before he could even respond, J. Prince inserted himself publicly, claiming he retrieved the stolen goods and asking Youngboy to contact him. Youngboy wasn't having it. He blasted Prince for bringing their business to social media, accusing him of trying to use the situation to gain leverage. "Don't do nothing publicly," he said. "Don't act like this was for me. I see what you're doing." And just like that, the veil was slipping. More people began asking the same question: is J. Prince protecting artists or threatening them? Dice games, death, and conspiracy theories. Then came the takeoff tragedy. A dice game gone wrong, shots fired. One of the most beloved members of Migos, gone too soon. And where did it happen? At one of J. Prince's infamous dice parties. Rumors exploded. Some say Takeoff and Quavo hadn't checked in properly. Others claimed J. Prince's crew was involved in escalating the fight. Footage showed Prince's sons nearby. J. Prince gave a weird, awkward statement, but the damage was done. Then another body dropped. Duke the jeweler. Same setup, same ending. Dead after winning big money at one of J. Prince's dice games. Coincidence or a pattern? Even Mason Cameron stepped in, publicly mocking Prince and questioning how a 60-year-old man was still caught up in street politics. "If you're 60 and still trying to be a street dude, you failed," Mace said. That statement hit hard, and it stuck. Goes for the jugular by now. 50 wasn't just responding, he was initiating. He began hinting that he had receipts on J. Prince. Insiders claim 50 was gathering evidence on the extortion scheme, ties to past assaults, possible connections to deaths. Word is, he's preparing to make it public. And let's be honest, if there's anyone petty, powerful, and unbothered enough to take down J. Prince, it's 50 Cent. This is a man who destroyed Ja Rule's career, mocked Floyd Mayweather's reading skills, and even bought 200 front-row seats to a rival's concert, just to leave them empty. Now he has his sights on J. Prince. And the gloves are off. Final power plays and the big shift in 2023. 50 quietly canceled his Houston studio. Instead, he moved the operation to Shreveport, Louisiana. The reason? Some say it was for tax incentives. Others say it was strategic. A way to pull his resources out of Prince's grip and avoid further entanglements. But make no mistake, 50's presence in Houston is still strong. His business roots run deep. His image is tied to the city, and the people love him. Meanwhile, J. Prince, the respect is cracking, the mystique is fading, and his mob ties, brand is starting to look more like a liability than a legacy. So now we're left with this. One man embraced by the people, the other feared by the streets, one known for giving back, the other accused of taking everything. The battle for Houston's crown isn't just about music or money, it's about legacy, influence, and survival. And as 50 Cent sharpens his next move, we have to ask, is J. Prince really untouchable? Or is the king finally about to fall? Let us know what you think in the comments. And don't go anywhere. We've got even more wild stories coming up next. Coming up, the hidden beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, why they're taking subliminal shots, and what it could mean for the future of hip-hop. Hit that subscribe button and stay locked in.